Not even gonna waste your time. We finna hop straight into it. Now today I did a stream reacting to all the builds dropping today. Now yesterday, gameplay. Today, builds. Did a stream both times. Today, being honest, right before they dropped the builds, they dropped the badge requirements, which we will get into in this video. We will look at the animation requirements, which we will get into in this video. The builds, just be blunt, the builds were terrible that people was dropping. Horrible. The only builds that actually was good was the 5.9s. But they're 5.9. We literally watched yesterday people getting shot over all the time, and the only builds that people was posting good today were 5.9s. So I'm just like, okay, this is obvious that they either had literally no time to make builds, or people was just testing out the gameplay or testing out builds, or I don't know. It was so much they could do. They could go to the MyCareer, they could go to Rivet, they could do all these different things. It was so little time. Okay, but we're reacting to these builds, and not even 20 minutes into reacting to builds, one of the developers go ahead and tweet. And that developer happens to be the biggest, I guess, developer for the gameplay and the builds. Zach Timmerman, you will see some videos, comments today about 5.9 PGs being super powerful in the builder. The community build had older tuning, and the 5.9s have been pulled back a bit. Still very good. Keep that in mind if you're currently dreaming of being the second coming of 17 Isaiah Thomas. That said, 5.9s on paper are very powerful. However, it really takes elite stick skills, intelligent shot making, and a willingness to sacrifice in a lot of areas of the game to be a good build for you. Now, everything he said right here was unnecessary because we all already knew this. Now, the thing I was saying, because Badge Plug was hinting at it, Joe Notes was hinting at these 5.9s and all this, so it's obvious that he just threw this out here in the heat of battle. And I'm telling y'all, this was within the first 20 minutes of people dropping their builds. So obviously it not only caught us off guard, but it caught the creators off guard, because you want to know why I knew they had no clue this was gonna happen? Every single creator dropped a 5.9 build. So we're reacting to builds that literally aren't gonna have any value in a week when the game is actually out. So felt like a huge waste of time, being honest. And then the other builds people was dropping, locks, bigs. By the way, we gonna be doing a video going over a build later. But bro, the builds just felt like a pretty big waste of time. More of the story. And I felt like a big reason for this was 2K. Just like yesterday with the Bron, we'll actually go into that because it's actually kind of funny. The Bron stuff with the hot back, they took animations out. Now they had hinted that they was taking animations out, but they had them play a build for the gameplay. So that kind of feels useless to even look at some of the gameplay, because there's stuff in the gameplay that's not going to be in the main game, but we're teasing that as the game, and we're teasing the builder as a builder that's not going to be the builder. I don't know what we're doing at this point, to be real. But for the people that haven't seen it, I'll show it real quick. Enjoy the NBA 2K25 creator videos dropping today. One thing to note, dribbling, among other things, has changed quite a bit since we made the community day build. Server moves, LeBron hotback, the hezzy drag, size up, escape moves are now gone, and several new moves have been added. So yeah, it's kind of just, I don't know, the last 2 days of people dropping gameplay and builds, it's kind of seemed useless. But I'm gonna cover the things in today's video that actually seem useful. But before we go into that as well, I want to make sure that we do another disclaimer that 2K has put out. Yes, they did another disclaimer even for the badges and animations. So as you can see, they dropped the badges. Surely there's nothing that they have to correct here, because this is just them dropping the badges. Little do you know, there is. Now, I'll give him credit for this because he put this out himself, and yes, but another thing is, a lot of the creators had to create this, or edit this, or had this in their videos. But couple mistakes to note in the images. Float game should be either close shot or driving layup, so they should be italicized. Post fade phenom should be post control and mid-range shot, so mid-range should be in bold. Sorry about that. So we pretty much got every single badge and all the requirements. Now we're gonna go over this and do this pretty simple. We're going to get into all these badges. We're going to get into every single animation. We got every single requirement for every animation in this video. But I just had to make sure we covered that because before we go into the builds later, I'm going to go over all the best guard builds that dropped today, all the best lock builds, all the best big man, all the best every build that's been dropped today. If y'all do want more videos like these, just like the video, subscribe. It's really tough that they did that to them people and to people that's actually even trying to react to it because we don't even, it's going to be people that don't see these tweets and they going to be looking at these builds, but when the game come out, it's all messed up. I'm not going to lie. It's all messed up. But yeah, let's just get into it. All right, now for the requirements for the badges, we're going to go over to 2K Lab. Now, if you guys want the little thing that Zach Timmerman posted where you got to kind of go in and look at the disclaimers, I'll give you guys that. I'll put the link to 2K Lab in the description because you can kind of use 2K Lab for both. Fun fact. But we're going to go over every single thing. So, shooting badges. A lot of this is going to be kind of confusing. Okay, so before we go too deep into the badges, we got to make sure we break it down. Shout out to 2K Lab. They've been dropping the best videos. They've been dropping the best content for this stuff. So, if you want to trust anybody, trust the 2K Lab. They dropped the better gameplay video, and they dropped the most important, most qualifying badge or whatever build video out of everybody that I've seen. And I looked through a lot. So, if you want to see some stuff to give you real info from people that actually tested the game, go to 2K Lab. Alright, if the first column of the row is green, the attribute is required to unlock the badge. If the first column of the row is yellow, then the category is one of multiple options to meet the requirement, and there are alternative yellow rows you could choose to unlock this badge. If the column is both green and yellow for the same badge, the green is required and at least one yellow is required. Okay, so now we understand that. So we see 2 for Deadeye, so I'm pretty sure this means it's either or, but it's 1 green for limitless range, so that means that's what you need. So you can choose between mid-range or 3-point for Deadeye, and they're all going to be pretty much the same ratings at each thing. So mid-range is going to be very nice to be able to get badges again this year because you can get 99 mid-range and get Deadeye. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be easier to get mid-range on the game this year than it is going to be 3-ball. Limitless range, you only can use 3-ball, just like last year. But this is going to be the requirements. It's a very important one. 99 is going to be legend. 96 is going to be Hall of Fame, like it was to get gold last year. 93 is how you get gold this year. 89 is silver, and 83 is bronze. So it's easier to get bronze, easier to get silver, harder to get gold. Not harder. Easier to get gold, easier to get Hall of Fame, but with there being a legend, I don't know. Mini marksman. I'm gonna let y'all kind of look at some of these so that y'all understand it for the rest of these. But I just want to say this: Shifty. That's gonna be one that may confuse y'all. You have to have agility, but you can use or choose one of the other two. So you can go agility and mid range. You can go agility and 3-ball, but you have to use one of the two. But I want to say this before we move on. The legend badges, no NBA players have it. And we've seen a lot of great stuff from the NBA players. So like De'Aaron Fox, I believe he had Hall of Fame lightning launches. He was moving very fast. I'm 100% that Curry had only Hall of Fame limitless range. He was shooting from damn near half court. So Hall of Fame is still going to be just as good as it's been. I think legend is just going to be kind of like OP, fun factor, breaking the game. So I think that's going to be a way that 5.9s can be fun because you can get by far the most legend badges. But you got to understand, at the end of the day, it's 5.9. You can't expect to do certain things on a 5.9. It's 5.9. Playmaking. Now, a lot of these, you only have to do the set thing. So ankle assassin, you only need ball handle, but you need it at 75, 86, 93, 95, and 98. Bailout, you only need pass accuracy. Break starter, you only need pass accuracy. Dimer, you only need pass accuracy. So there's 4 pass accuracy badges, and it's visionary, versatile visionary, break starter, dimer, and bailout. And to be able to get pretty much all these legends, you need a 99 or a 98. So that's pretty interesting. It's actually simpler to get bailout than it was last year, but it's kind of the same because it was 87.91. Now it's 85.91. And then it was 95 for gold, but now it's 94. It was 99 obviously for Hall of Fame, but now it's 96. And then for legend it's 99. Break starter, it starts at 65, then 75, then 87. So for the gold, it's actually higher than last year. Last year was 86 for gold, so that's pretty interesting. Dimer, Dimer is a little bit easier. Not even a little bit. It's a lot easier. So for gold, you can now just have an 82. So that's pretty cool. Handles for days. Ball handle. You only need a 97 to have it legend. So that's pretty interesting. Speed with ball. The lightning launch. You only need a 91 to have Hall of Fame. So that's interesting to know. The tallest you can be to have lightning launches is going to be 6'11 this year. So that's going to be interesting. It's not going to be split up like last year. We had speed booster and whatever the other one was for big man, by the way. Strong handle. This is one, I didn't even realize this was just the same badge. So you need both ball handle and strength. So this is going to be pretty much exactly like physical handles last year. If you want it legend, you have to have a 93 strength. So that's interesting. Hall of Fame, you only need an 84 with a 77 ball handle though. So that's pretty cheap. I'm not going to lie for Hall of Fame. I think that's going to be something that gets used a lot because one thing I seen about the perimeter defense was it seemed very tough to bump people and very easy to blow by people. But I will say 2K Labs showed why that kind of is because perimeter defense at the same time can be very OP if people want to just dribble in front of you. So, yeah. Unpluckable, you need either post control or ball handle like you've had for the last couple years, but you cannot get like Hall of Fame or Legend unpluckable from post control. You only can get gold, and that's even 96. If you want to have Hall of Fame or Legend unpluckable, you need a 99 ball handle or a 96. So that's pretty interesting. Versatile Visionary, 99, 97 pass accuracy. So they made sure that's really high. That's actually like the highest requirement of pass accuracy. So I'm guessing Versatile Visionary is going to be that badge for passing the ball. Now we got the finishing badges. Now finishing badges, we kind of seen, we're going to go over this for the content dunks, but if you want the highest requirement of content dunk, it's going to be the same as the highest requirement of having Legend posterizer. So as you're going to see, 99 driving dunk, 90 vertical is what you need for Legend. That's the exact same thing you're going to be needing to get the highest requirement posterizer. So it's not going to be like last year where you can get all the posterizer or all the content dunks but not have like the max posterizer. It's going to be different. So that's interesting. But Hall of Fame is going to be, like I said, you don't necessarily need Legend this year, but Hall of Fame is going to be very good this year for all badges. So you only need 96 and 85 in comparison to last year where it was like 99 and 85, I believe. So that's cool. But how many people are going to do that? I have no clue. And you also got to think about cap breakers with a lot of this stuff because you do unlock badges. Aerial Wizard. And we already kind of got a hint to that it's going to be at 3 different levels, and they give you 5 at each of those levels. So it's going to be giving you're going to get your 15 3 different times. So it's going to be split into 5. 3 times 5, 15. Easy math. Aerial Wizard. So you're going to need vertical, but you're going to need, alongside the vertical, either driving layup or driving dunk or standing dunk. So you can do it 3 different ways, but you always going to have vertical. And pretty much for vertical, all you're going to really need is an 84, and that's not going to be too hard to get. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, so it's not going to be too difficult to get Aerial Wizard again. Float game, let's see how hard it is to get this year. Very good badge last year. If you want to do it from layup, it's pretty expensive. 65, 78, 88, 95, 98. Now, one thing I did notice in the builder that they did this year in comparison to 24, it's not as do it all as people thought it was going to be. I'll say that first and foremost, or people just did a bad job showcasing the builder. I think it may be a little bit of both though. But when it comes to 2K25, it seemed like certain attributes weren't nearly valued the same. So on the 5'9", I seen somebody be like a 94 and put 99 perimeter defense and 99 steal on their build, and it only took them from 94 overall to 97. Like they were letting people get a lot of stuff on certain builds. So I feel like the way stuff is valued on builds is not the same. So I just want that to be understood. And that's across all heights. Yes, it gets easier the shorter you go and stuff like that. I understand that. But yeah, float game. You see how layup has a high requirement. I'm saying close shot on the smaller guards is not going to be as expensive this year. Hook specialist, you need both close shot and post control. Layup mix master, layup. Paint prodigy, close shot. Physical finisher, you need strength and driving layup. Post fade phenom, you need post control and mid-range shot. Post powerhouse, you need post control and strength. Post up poet, you need post control. We already went over posterizer, and then rise up, you need standing dunk and vertical. So for a lot of the finishing, you need 2 things to get it done. Pretty much all of it, except for float game. Float game is the only one. Paint prodigy is another one. Layup mix master is another one. But for everything else, pretty much in post up poet, you need to. Pretty much. You need to. Moving on into the defensive badges. Now, I will say, from the gameplay, defense interior looks drastically better. I think that's going to be the main difference that's going to be better. The interior defense. It looks way harder to dunk on interior. Like, if you have no interior, it's way easier to dunk on you in comparison to interior. And it seems like it's almost impossible to dunk on people with interior. I was seeing people try to dunk on Draymond. It looked impossible. Now, there was some people that was doing it with, like, Giannis, but they was also playing on pro, and they said that themselves. So, I want that to be understood. But Challenger, they're pretty high requirements. It's only going to be through perimeter defense. So that's interesting. But perimeter defense has already been said to be what it is. I'm looking at on-ball minutes. They did actually put it with agility. And if you don't know, agility this year is pretty much lateral quickness, but it also has other things within it. So you need an 86 agility. So I think for locks, 86 agility is going to be a really good thing to have, to be real. But going alongside, what's another one for agility? Pick dodger. For that, you need 92 agility. And it actually makes sense to have higher agility for pick dodger because it's harder to go around screens and guard your man than guard your man one-on-one, if that makes sense. So I understand that why you need more agility for pick dodger than you do for on-ball minutes. And you also need higher perimeter defense for pick dodger than you need for on-ball minutes. Now, I went over this when I was going over the badge when they first revealed it. I'm going to be honest. Pick dodger better be OP this year, because if I see a nigga... Now, another thing that was in the gameplay, you don't even have to just avoid the other team screening you. This year, you actually get animations when you run into your teammates, and that can be a screen for you. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, the perimeter defense this year. I will say that, because the shot contest seemed like it's not as crazy. Oh, this is the first badge we've seen that had 3 requirements. High flying denier. High flying denier, you need block, speed, vertical. Now, I see something a little crazy on the playmaking and defensive combination that we went over originally in that video too. Glove. Seems like you only need a 67, 79, 91, 96, and 99. Now, the thing that's catching me off guard is the Hall of Fame glove. You only need a 96. I could have sworn for unpluckable, always 96. But for gold, you need higher than the steel, 92. I feel like every single ball handle should have been the same thing. Or if 2K wanted to be smart, because glove has always been better than unpluckable, instead of 99, 98, because 99 for glove. Instead of 96, 95, because 96 for glove. 92, but it's 91 for glove, and we already know glove is going to be better, but it could have been 90 instead of 92. That would have just been smart, in my opinion. But yeah, it is what it is. Silver is higher as well, and I think bronze was higher. But that was just something to talk about there. Immovable Enforcer, you actually need perimeter defense this year with strength. So you're not going to be getting Immovable Enforcer just from getting strength now. You need perimeter defense too. Interceptor, I feel like you should have did Immovable Enforcer with strength, agility, and perimeter defense. But I guess you need... Oh, so that means that's going to nerf it for bigs. Because now Big's not going to be able to get that 94. And it was good for bigs too. So that's an interesting change. And be honest, that's going to actually be a pretty big deal. But I'm actually happy that they made high flying denier with vertical. Because bro, people didn't even understand how important vertical was for blocks. So putting that with that is going to make people have to put their block up. So it's going to be like blocks. A lot of the complaints about blocks the last couple years, I don't think it's going to be the same this year. Interceptor, you only need steal, 98, 94. Okay, so it's actually pretty solid and simple to get that. Off-ball pass, you need interior and the perimeter, or actually you don't need both. You need one or the other, so you can do it either way. It don't really matter too much. Paint Patroller is another block badge, and you need interior and block. So you need 89 for legend on interior, but you need 99, 97, 93, 80. My goodness. It's going to be kind of tough for y'all boys to get that Paint Patroller. I ain't going to lie, bigs. This may be a prime cap breaker. This may be a prime cap breaker, that block rating. Just like for Steel for locks. Steel is going to be a prime cap breaker candidate for you locks. And it's going to be easy because I heard that first cap breaker ain't going to be hard to get. So I ain't going to lie, after that first cap breaker, a lot of locks going to have that 99 still on their build. I'm just letting people know right now. A lot of locks going to have that 99 still on their build. If they don't, they kind of did their build wrong. It's just what it is. Pick Dodger, went over that. Post lockdown. This is another one that's kind of important for bigs. Interior defense and strength, 99 and 97, 93, 92, 88, 84. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. Rebounding, not that much more to go over. Box out beast, you need strength every time, but you can use offensive rebound alongside strength or defensive rebound alongside strength. So you get two different ways you can go about it, and you don't actually need, well, I was finna say you don't actually need it, but you do need 99 rebound, because rebound chaser 99 for legend, 96, and it's the same for each one. But you only need either or. You don't need both. So that's another cool thing. But yeah. So yeah, that's another interesting one. And then we got general all-around badges. We hadn't went over brick wall this whole time. So we're going to look at brick wall compared to pick dodger. I'm already seeing the inconsistencies, just like I was saying with glove and unpluckable. Pick dodger is another badge that's never been as good as brick wall, and they're making it harder to get than brick wall. Brick wall, you only need strength, and brick wall doesn't just do screens, so I don't really understand why they did that. But strength, you need, for 99 you get legend, 95 Hall of Fame, 91 glove, 85 gold. So I'm saying the wrong thing. I'm actually looking at slippery off ball, but you see it. Slippery off ball, you need speed and agility. So for the people that do use that, okay. Pogo stick, you need vertical alongside either block, either offensive rebound or defensive rebound. It's up to you. But yeah, that's pretty much all the badges. If you've seen a badge that you want to look at, you can pause, you can skip. It don't matter. You can do however you want. Now, getting into the animation requirements. This is going to be a pretty much longer video. So if you want to skip around to whatever moment you want to, go ahead and do so. But right here, we're going to go over every single animation requirement. Shout out to 2K Lab. I will put the link to their site in the description, because they have everything. And this is the only place I've seen that had everything. I think Grinding went over a lot of these. Laker fan went over the dunks. A lot of people went over the dunks, but nobody went over every single requirement like 2K Lab. So let's get into it. So dunking and layup rating. We're not going to go too deep in detail on none of these, but these are all the layups. It's kind of going to be OD to go over all these, but they don't show the height requirement. Oh, yes, they do. They actually do. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, so they actually do. So some of these gonna be for the smalls. So they have smalls, swings, and bigs back. But some of these gonna be for both smalls and swings. Some of these gonna be both swings and bigs. Some of these just gonna be smalls. Some of these just gonna be swings. Some of these gonna be bigs. It's just simple as that. Now, I don't think any of these gonna be locked behind a rep reward, but they could be locked behind a rep reward. We don't know. But layups, it was a lot of layups last year, so I don't know if any of these are new, but it seems like there's a lot of layups again this year. I'm trying to see if I see any new ones. I don't remember Vucevic. Oh, Malik Monk, I know is a new one. I know that's a new one because that's something that they was kind of promoting. Tyrese had one last year. He got it during the season. Clay should be new. I don't know why Clay has an 85 layup requirement for a layup. I'm going to be honest. I don't think layups when I see Klay Thompson. Jordan Poole has a layup. I don't remember if he had one. I think he might have got a season. So he might have got a layup last year, actually. And yeah, I'm not really seeing anybody else new. If there is, somebody that's a layup enthusiast will know. But I'm honestly going to say that most of these are already in the game. Now, dunks. We already got the signature dunks. Let's see. What's some important ones? I'm more so intrigued on the dunks. LeBron, 84 again, even though it was already too easy to get last year. Maybe they changed it up a little bit, though. This is not even ABC order, so actually, this is genuinely not ABC order. I don't see Jordan, though, so that could be hinting that there's still the rep reward stuff where you have to unlock stuff through reps, because I don't see Jordan for dunks. So, there you go. Look at the dunks. Okay, quick drops off one is back into the game. You only need 85. What is that on the far right? That's the vertical. So you need a 65 vertical to go alongside that as well. Interesting that I didn't see Jordan. If there is a Jordan on here, okay. But if there isn't, that pretty much shows that there's going to be a rep reward that has dunk animations, because they didn't just take Jordan out. So, yeah. I actually had somebody in my comments ask me, I haven't seen Kobe in none of the trailers. Is Kobe in the game? Yes, Kobe's gonna be in the game. 85 quick drops off one. This is a very popular dunk package. They tried to hide it as a rep reward last year. It is in the game and right here in plain sight. 85, 65 is the combination you need for that. Let's see. That's another very popular one that we can go over. Front clutches off one, but it only has front clutches, not front clutches off one. So I don't think that's the one that's popular, but people do like the front clutches. Actually, front clutches off two. Maybe this is the one. You need a 90 and a 74 just in case it is the one. I don't know. I know some people in my comments was loving side clutches off one all year. 92 and 75. Quick drop in back scratches, so you need 85 and a 60. That's what I was using last year. Now let's get to the, let's get to the big man. So for the big man, you need 65 standing, 70 standing, 85 standing, 80 standing, 45 standing, and 40. So pretty similar to what it was last year. Then you get the part dunks, I believe these are. Yeah, I believe these are the park dunks. But then we get the context. So let's look at the context. They show us every single context. Let's start with the bigs. So for the bigs, pro, 80 and 60. For the elite, 90 and 70. For the smalls, 86 with a 75, 93 with an 80. Now, usually, for some reason, they will always make the smalls have to have these crazy vert. I'm glad they calmed down on that, to be real, because that made no sense ever. But for the pros, for the regulars, you need an 87 along with a 75, similar to last year. For the pros, just like last year, 89 for the 78, just like last year. Now, elite is where they went crazy. Now, the elite better be good because they went crazy. 96 with an 82. If you remember, for the highest elite, you needed a 96 with an 86. And for the other one, you needed a 94 with an 82. Now, the easiest one is 96 and an 82. So dunk better be easy to get on these builds. Facts. But yeah, for the off one, the highest, just like I said earlier, if you want to have it, 99 with a 90 to be able to have the highest required dunk or contact dunk. All right, next we got the dribble requirements. So we got every single dribble animation and its requirement. Now there's gonna be one thing that's kind of important in this video that I'm gonna go over, but yeah, we're gonna get into the dribble moves. So dribble styles is every dribble style. See anything that you like, you can pause it or just go to the site. The link will be in the description. What's some important ones for the dribble styles? I don't see pro, so that could be gone, or it's just not in the game. Tyrese Maxey is one that looked really good. You only need a 70. I seen some Tyrese Maxey gameplay. He looked really good. So you only need a 70 for Tyrese Maxey. So that's gonna be a kind of cheaper one. Who another one? Curry. Now we've seen quick stops, and you couldn't do it. You could do it with some people. You couldn't do it with some people. Curry is a 91. I believe Curry was one of the people that I seen people do quick stops with. So maybe you need Curry dribble style to do quick stops. I don't know, but that would make sense, I guess. But LeBron, 75. I'm trying to think. Oh, Kyrie, 94. That's going to be the highest required dribble style. I've seen and heard that from grinding. And then we got it confirmed here on the 2K Lab site. KD, 65. Ja, who was another person that was kind of moving, 85. Oh, De'Aaron Fox. That's the one that was probably doing the most movement. He was the fastest. De'Aaron Fox, you need a 90 speed ball to do it. So if you go for Hall of Fame, you can get De'Aaron Fox and Hall of Fame. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. But you only can be a small guard to use it. Let's see, for Kyrie, I'm pretty sure you only can be a small guard. And I think for Maxey, you only can be a small guard. So for swings, I guess, you're going to have to figure that out. Now, bigs, they actually have more than ever. They got Zion. They got Paolo. They got one for Jokic, which I don't think they had. KD you can use. You can use Giannis. You can use Sabonis. And that's about it. Now, swings, you get Austin Reeves. I'm surprised they didn't let you get Ant, but you get Austin Reeves. You don't get D. Mitch. You get Jalen Green, James Harden, Jaylen Brown, Tatum. LaMelo is the one that you can get for smalls and swings, so that has potential. Luka is another one that you get for smalls and swings. Tyrese is another one you get for smalls and swings. Zach LaVine is another one you get for smalls and swings. So I noticed they don't have D-Book again to start the year, and that was one that they actually added later on. Now, pass styles. Let's see any new ones. I think Ant is a new one. I don't remember a Chris Paul one. And it's 90 pass accuracy. So I believe Chris Paul is a new one. Another one that's new, D. Mitch might be new. I don't remember D. Mitch. That might be new. Ja's not new. Jason Williams not new. Kyrie is definitely new. You need an 88 pass for that. LeBron, LaMelo, Luka is new, and that is the highest one I see. You need a 94 pass for Luka Doncic pass style. So that's interesting. Magic 83. Another new one, Mike Conley. You need a 90 pass accuracy for that. The lowest one that you actually need is Paolo. It's actually funny that Ant has a higher pass requirement than Paolo, and Ant can't pass. He literally can't pass. That's like his biggest hole on offense, but it's cool. 2K, I'm not expecting y'all to watch the games. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. But Paolo 70, Stephen Curry 82. Pretty much majority of these are the same and the same requirements, but they did add a lot more new ones, I guess. Escape dribble moves. Let's look at some of the better, more popular ones. So Dame, you need 90 again, and you have to be a small. You cannot be a swing and have Dame this year. I'm gonna keep going into. Okay, Jimmy Butler was a solid one, and you need a 70. You only can use it on swings this year. You can't use it on smalls or bigs. KD was actually really good last year. You need a 73, so even cheaper than last year, and you have to be 6'5" to 7'3". So that's pretty cool. Kyrie, you need to be a small again this year. Kobe, you need to be a swing this year. That's interesting. I believe you can use that on all builds as long as you have 88. But interesting. LaMelo, 91, so you can use this on smalls and swings. LaMelo got some potential on his. I'm gonna be honest, because they got some pretty solid requirements and the heights. Zach LaVine, I guess Stephen Curry, 92, but I'm pretty sure this don't have the Curry slide in it. So yeah. Oh, all right. That's all the escape moves actually. Oh, okay. So I don't see Trae Young. So I guess that's pretty much confirmed. We didn't see MJ dunk package, and we did not see Trae Young escape. That pretty much confirms right there that that's gonna come later on in the year. Combo moves, I don't care too much about. I'll just show it on the screen for now. Okay. All right, aggressive breakdowns. I think this has a lot more potential this year than it did last year, because you go look at Young Dirk's dribbling video. He was spamming these joints like they was rhythm dribbles from 2K19. And they were very easy to speed boost out of when you watch his video as well. He said the only thing he knew how to speed boost out of really was the aggressive breakdown. So yeah, aggressive breakdown is going to be very popular this year, and you don't really have to do much. All you got to do is flick the stick, and it's going to do it. And you can spam it if you want to. So that's very interesting. But yeah, I'm going to just put this on the screen for whoever want to see it. What's the bottom one when we look at it like here? James Harden. We're going to go under Harden. Okay, Jason Williams all the way to Stephon Marbury. You can see the heights over here. You can see that the requirements right here. It's even more. And then you got Steve Francis, Terry Rozier, Trae Young, bada boom. Then we got the regular breakdowns. To go over. I haven't really seen people talk about the regular. I only really seen people talk about the aggressive. But if the aggressive are so good, I would think the regulars are going to be good. I don't know, though. So, yeah. Isaiah Thomas to Paul George. You can pause this if you want. And then you got Penny Hardaway to Zion Williamson. Pretty simple. Now, for the signature size of this is going to be another pretty important one. Now, I heard that for majority of the stuff is going to be 92 and under. There's always going to be that one random thing in every single category that's going to be 94. But for majority of the stuff, it's going to be 92 and under. Then you're going to have to really more so worry about the heights and what height you are and what you can actually get based on your height. So, signatures. What's some that people use? Cade is one that people use. This is one for swings. I guess 6'5", 6'9". Let's keep it moving until we find. Oh, D Rose is one of my favorites. That's swings again, but you only need 87 again this year. D Wade is a pretty popular one for swings. You only can use it on smalls. Very interesting. I didn't even use it on swings, and that's my favorite player. But you only can use it on smalls. Pretty interesting. Let's keep it going. Jason Tatum, 75. I don't think people used it, but people may have. Kawhi actually has a requirement height-wise, so you can't just use it on any build and it'd be 70 plus. You only can use it on swings. So that's an interesting change. I also didn't see Kemba on the escape move, so that may be another one that's hidden. So keep that in mind. Kyrie, signature size up, 5'9" to 6'4", 90. LaMelo, 5'9" to 6'9", 91. Interesting. Lonzo, 5'9" to 6'9". Luka, 5'9" to 6'9". Dang, I don't see no bigs. I don't see no bigs. I don't see nothing for 7'3s. Only thing I seen was KD and Zion. But yeah, Trae Young, You see it right here, Trae Young 92. So that's gonna probably be the better one of the swing, because I did not see Steve Francis. I believe, I could be wrong, but I personally didn't see Steve Francis. So Steve Francis may be another one that's hidden behind a rep reward for the signature sizer. So I'm guessing there's gonna be like one for every single thing. But yeah, Trae Young, based off this, I would probably say Trae Young and D-Rose gonna probably be the best two in the game. Hezzies was really good last year. The best one was Ja. Ja, you need 86, and you only can get it as a small. Oh, that's crazy. They changed that to smalls only. Okay. Swings, you get James Harden, who's actually a good one. Not gonna cap. Jimmy, Kobe. Okay. So that's pretty much all the Hezzies. Let's keep it going. Crossovers. Let's see what Giannis crossover is. No way. No way they gonna lock Giannis later. Don't see Giannis. Okay, so you gotta wait to get Giannis apparently. Do I see John Wall? Do they at least have John Wall early? I think that they nerfed that though. I heard that they nerfed it. Or it just may not be in the game. He is not in the league, so it wouldn't be too surprising. I don't see John Wall. So Giannis and John Wall both are not seen for crossover. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, behind the back. Now, these, I did see that Jamal Murray got packed up, but there are the 2K20 exposed behind the back is in the game this year. And I seen people doing it with Ja Morant. So, Ja Morant, behind the back, right here. But you only can get it on smalls. So, bro, the smalls probably have a bigger gap on the better animations this year than ever. Because I'm not gonna lie, the swing's not getting none of these good animations. I'm not gonna cap. They nerfed all of them. Like all the ones that was good for the swings, they made them only for guards, for smalls. So that's interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all pause that for people that want to see it. Then we got the step backs. Andrew Wiggins to Zach LaVine. Y'all can pause that and do whatever you want to do. Spins. We got Andrew Wiggins to Trae Young. Then we're gonna go down, and that's all the dribble animations. So that took a little bit of a while, but yeah, that's all the dribble animations. So many dribble animations. Let's go down to the bottom. It's 383 animations that they was able to see. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be even more animations, so I probably will still do my animation video for people, but I'm dropping this video so when I do drop the build, you can come to this video, go to their site, whatever you need to do to be able to like link stuff to each other. Now we got the go-to shots. For the go-to shots, we have animation. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Now, hold on. Before I go too deep on the jump shots or shooting stuff, you need a requirement for everything this year. So be prepared. Every single base needing a requirement. Go-to shots need a requirement. If you don't know what go-to shots, those are the long animations people are hopping in and out of. Hop jumpers need a requirement. Spin jumpers need a requirement. Dribble pull-ups need a jump shot requirement. So you gonna have to put some shooting on your bills this year. I'm not gonna lie. You gonna have to put some shooting on your bills this year. I don't think that cheap shooting stuff is gonna work this year, man. I know people understand the basis, but you needing it for dribble pull-ups, hop jumpers, and spin jumpers gonna make that 3-ball mid-range stat more important than ever. So yeah, we don't know what's the best ones. That's what I will say. Trae Young hop jumper is gonna be the one that has the little OP drill move if you want to do that. But another one that was really good. Okay, we're not even gonna do it like that. We're just gonna do it like this for now. Andrew Wiggins to Aaron Gordon. If you want to look at this and pause it, go ahead. Then we go to Giannis. Giannis to LeBron. Luka was actually a pretty good one I seen from 2K Lab when Koza was testing it. Luka looked pretty good. Luka to Brandon Ingram. So that's there. Then we have Buddy Hield to Dante DiVincenzo. Then we got Duncan Robinson to Keegan Murray. Oh, this is dribble pull-ups. Actually, let's go back up. So now we got the dribble pull-ups. And I already was kind of showing these. Like I said, bro, it's not like last year, bro. You're going to have a requirement. And they all seem pretty high, pretty decently high. Now, Ben McLemore, for the small guards, pretty easy, 67. And that's one of the better ones, in my opinion. That's one of my favorites for years. So that's pretty interesting. That's pretty cheap. I've lost track where I was, so we're going to just go back up here to Bradley Beal, Brandon Ingram, to Dylan Brooks. Then we're going to go to Dirk. We already know Dirk going to have a solid, and that's going to be for bigs. That's probably going to be one of the more solid ones for bigs. Then we got Dirk all the way to Drew Holiday. It's gonna be a lot of solid ones in between, but yeah, we're gonna go down here to Kawhi to Mikal Bridges. You can pause these to see all the stuff that you may be wanting to look at. Mike Conley to Austin Reeves. You can see all that on the screen pretty easily. Then we got Brook Lopez to Bradley Beal. Pretty easy to see this stuff. We're gonna keep it moving. Cade Cunningham to Jordan Poole. Again, pretty simple to see this stuff. And we are on the hop jumpers now. Didn't even peep that, but we're gonna keep it moving. Drew Holiday to Seth Curry. Have not seen Trae Young. Before I end, I'll go back and look at Trae Young. Okay, and then we see Trae Young, Steph Curry. Trae Young, you need an 82, so it's really easy to get to. So, and also, I would not be surprised after they seen the Trae Young clip that 2K Lab had. Trae Young is either gonna be patched a lot harder, or it's gonna be a lot higher requirement. So yeah, we will do an update on these when the game come out, because this is obviously a lot of this stuff is gonna change. 2K said this, but for now, so people can see the attribute requirements, I wanted to make sure I did a video on this. If you do want to go just to the 2K Lab site, the link will be in the description. If you do want to go to Zach Timmerman tweet to see the badges, the link will be in the description. Everything, links to everything will be in the description. If you do want more of these videos, like the video, subscribe. We will be dropping a build video later on today. Tomorrow they will be dropping the city. I'll probably do a video on that tomorrow. I'll probably do another video after that talking about next gen or current gen, because we'll finally have that. And then after that, I'll probably give y'all my last build video going over all the builds or all the best builds that was dropped before the game comes out. And then after that, the next thing you will probably see is videos from me or a stream from me. And yeah, that's gonna be it. If y'all do want more, like the video, subscribe if you're new, make sure to be in tune with everything that's going on, turn on notifications to be the first to all the videos, share this video to anybody you think will help or enjoy it. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz, my dummy man.
All of my friends are dead, leave them in the cold, put them in the tundra. I go rape Charles, how can I see her? I make her fumble. I was just a Texas with Aaliyah, pussy in the jungle.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!